Hi, this is Rev Sue from Cat Hair Don't Care, and I wanted to show you something that I just made. It took me a little less than an hour, and part of that time I was thinking, but so hands-on time was probably a little bit less. It is essentially a case for these. It's like my husband got them. They're amazing. It goes around your neck, and then there's little lights, so you can do your crafting wherever you want, and you'll always have light. But I ran into a problem. They're run by AAAs, which that's not the problem, but they just are these little momentary switches, and so every time they're in my craft bag, they turn themselves on, or something else does. And it doesn't take much. They're very handy in that sense, but I get sick of only getting really one or two uses out of it, and then I have to change all the batteries again. And batteries are heavy metals, and they're expensive, and so I just didn't want to do it. So I wanted to make something protective. And necessity is the mother of invention, right? So this is what I made. I had the idea that if I could somehow get them to be captured by something, that I didn't have to have a case for the whole item. I could have a case for just the parts that get turned on, which is the ends. And so what I did was I traced the I traced the size of the lights onto, I don't know if you can, it says enjoy. Hey, it says enjoy. And it's one of my gluten-free mac and cheeses. And I actually ended up using two mac and cheese, and I also, to get the white covering so that it was sort of easier to spot in the darkness of my cavernous craft bag, I used, I think it's my antihistamine box or something like that, or like Mucinex, and I just turned it inside out. To get the brown, I actually turned one of the mac and cheese boxes inside out, and I ended up wrapping it around another mac and cheese box. And you may think, well, why did you use 3 layers of cardboard? And I will tell you that it's because I kept going like this and squeezing to see how tough it was, to see how small it got. And it wasn't until I got to 3 layers, really 2 layers, but then the decorative layer, where I was pretty pleased that no matter where the lights sort of fit, that they would not accidentally come on, which is what I was trying to avoid. So, let me see if I can, thank you, Kat, for sitting there. So here's this, and they just fit like that. And so if I turn them upside down, then the weight of it probably, oh, it's not. Look at that. So this is a really great way to keep them protected. Is it perfect? No. What I think I'm going to do next is actually get some Velcro to keep them as together as I can, and then and that way they just will not come out. So that's the next modification. Mark 2. Well, Mark 1.2, because I'm not going to go ahead and remake this whole thing. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching Cat Hair Don't Care. Like, subscribe, and please comment with something that you have invented or what you think about mine. Thank you very much.